everyone. It's a little long, so I apologize in advance. So let me start by saying that this happened last December, but the dust has just recently settled, which is why I'm writing it now. So my wedding, apart from everything that I'm about to tell you, was a magical day. I got to marry the person that I love, surrounded by my friends and family, in a beautiful wedding that my partner and I designed. Truly, if it hadn't been my big day, I might have found it funny. But instead, it was like living through a reality show gone wrong. Let me start off by giving some context. My partner's parents never really had a wedding of their own. They got married in a courthouse. There's nothing wrong with that, though, because they were pregnant and had to rush things. They didn't really have money to spend on an event, so they decided to keep it simple, and they would do something big later, to renew their vows or something else. But they kept popping out children, 8 to be exact, that they never got the chance. Whenever they tell their wedding story, they always say that they remember it fondly and that it was one of the best days of their life, so no one knew or even suspected what they would do. I've never had the best relationship with my mother-in-law or my father-in-law. They have that weird relationship with their children where they're just a little too close, and it gets weird sometimes. They think that no one is good enough for any of them. When speaking about each child's respective partners, they always throw around phrases like, "If I was dating you, I wouldn't be." Or, "Why can't you date someone more like me?"
Yeah. Why can't you date a woman like your mother? I'm perfect. I'm the only woman you need.
Which kind of freaks the partner and I out, but we look past it. When my partner proposed to me, it was one of the best days of my life. He did it on one of our favorite mountain spots with our dogs, and I cried. He hadn't told anyone except my mom and my best friend that he was proposing. He told his mother at Friday dinner, and she was fuming. She didn't even try to hide it. I can understand being upset because he didn't tell her, but she went on about how she believed that she deserved to be there as much as I did, and that she wanted to get proposed to as well. She said that I should be the one to propose to her, to ask her if she would be my mother-in-law. Told her that it was a little silly, and she just stormed out of the room. We never really spoke of the incident again. A few months later, when we had set a date for our wedding in December, every time we would hang out with the in-laws, they started making comments about what they would have done if they had gotten the chance to design a wedding. Think like a tropical paradise theme, getting married on a sunny beach, serving piña coladas, etc. My partner and I have nothing against beaches, but we prefer the cold. So we just smiled and nodded our heads when they made the suggestions. We took it as innocent comments by 2 retired people who had nothing else to do but look at wedding shows on TV. It wasn't until I had to go wedding dress shopping that the issues started. I made the mistake of inviting my mother-in-law and sister-in-law to my dress appointment, thinking that it would be a nice way to bond. But no, that would have been too easy. We get there and it all goes smoothly. I'm trying on a few dresses that I really like when all of a sudden I hear little giggles that I recognize coming from the other side of the street. I asked my friend if she could go check what was going on, and she found both of them hiding the dresses that I had already tried on and really liked in a weird storage room that I don't even know how they got access to.
What?
And replacing them with brightly colored dresses that were more for a prom than a wedding.